What is up, YouTube? Ziqo again with another live recorded match. This one against Vic Age. Kind of a mixed battle. 3 OUs, 3 UUs or lower, I think. Not totally sure. Um, Anyways, all good so far. I forgot to actually enter the match. Kind of fun. We stood there for like a minute. So yeah, as I said, a mixed battle. I lead with my Aerodactyl. He's gonna lead with a Frostlass as usual, basically when I face him. So I do not really fear this Frostlass, to be honest. I just want to get my Staff Rocks up because I am packing a sandstormish team, so to speak, not a pure sandstorm team, but a bit like it. So I just want to get my rocks up as soon as possible. So I have him up now, and I'm thinking whether to go for the taunt or the rock slide. I just thinking he usually runs sash on this thing, so I do not really want it to be at full health. So I go for the rock slide, thinking I'll break the sash and then he'll kill me. But I get the flinch, so I'm actually going to be able to take his Frostlass out with a follow-up earthquake, and I'm really sorry for that, to be honest, because that kind of sucked. He would have killed me, and now I killed him instead, so that kind of sucked, to be honest. I got my rocks up, he got nothing up, and I killed him, so he sends in his Electivire. I know this thing packs quick attack, so I'm actually going to switch out, I think, because it usually has a Scarf when I face him, because I don't really know why, but so I'm going to send in my Octomom, because he's bulky as shit, and you see, but I saw the Life Orb there, so I'm like, what? So he actually has a Life Orb today, so don't really fear his moves though, because I'm thinking it's Thunder Punch, Earthquake, and something more, so yeah. I go for the Shadow Ball thinking he might switch in a Ghost type, because they're super effective against the Psychic of Claydol, but he doesn't, he just goes into a Ludicolo, and well, it doesn't matter because Earth Power wouldn't have done shit either, so really doesn't matter. I'm looking through my team here, thinking I don't really want to send in my T-Tot to put up the Sandstorm, because I know Ludicolo's usually pack the Rain Dance, so I want him to use that first before I send in my T-Tot. So Spinhead comes in instead, because I'm feeling I could possibly wall this thing. Since I'm especially defensive, I can take even a Hydro Pump, I think, without dying, so I'm gonna switch here, I think, into T-Top. He goes into his Gallade. I'm not sure whether he predicted my switch, or just switched into Gallade for some other reason. I do not know. But if he predicted my switch, that was very nicely done. I know he's got 2 Gallades. He's got one Focus Puncher, which I could easily take out, because Psycho Cut is his only attacking move besides Focus Punch. And if I just kept crunching, I'd kill him. But I can't really be sure there's not one with close combat, so I'm basically forced to back out. So I go into Aerodactyl kind of death fodder, but also if he sets up the sub, which he does, I want to be fast enough to break it. He doesn't pack the Shadow Sneak, which is lucky for me. I'm going to be able to break the sub with just a standard Earthquake, and then he's going to finish me off. So I basically sacrificed my Aerodactyl, but in the process making Gallade quite useless, to be honest, because he's quite slow, and I do have faster things, I believe, to take him on with, or something. I don't know. I might not. Right here I knew it was the Focus Puncher, but for some reason I still didn't bring in Tyranitar. I kind of should have, because getting some free curses wouldn't have been all bad, or just crunches. I go into my Octomom because I resist both his stabs and, well, and it's a fucking wall, to be honest. So he switches out back into his Ludicolo. I'm going to go for Shadow Ball again, even though it's very, very obvious. I'm just going to do it anyway, because it actually deals more damage to Ludicolo than Earth Pyro, I believe, because Earth Pyro is not very effective, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't do anything, any one of them, so I might just stay in here. I'm going to switch. I'm thinking I really don't have much to take on Ludicolo. Entry hazarding is good, so I go to Spinhead because I want to get up some hazards. He switches, however, into his Magmortar. So he predicts me very nicely. Double switch into his Magmortar, and that really sucks, to be honest. So now, I'm obviously predicting the Fire Blast, because I'm thinking he won't over-predict twice in a row. So I go into Tyranitar, and he goes for the Focus Blast. So, two very nice predictions from him, which could have defined the game. But look at the bulk of Tyranitar. He takes a Focus Blast from his choice Specs Magmortar, losing only 3/4 of his health. That's fucking bulk, to be honest. I run max SP def and max HP, so that's why, but still, that's bulky. So I go and talk to man now, because, well, I resist Focus Blast and I know he's choice, so no point in doing anything else. And, well, I'm just gonna go for the Earth Power this time, I think. I probably should have switched, but I felt he had the prediction advantage on me, so had I switched, he might just have gone for another Focus Blast. So I really didn't dare switch. So I just went for the Earth Power, and he sends in his Ludicolo, which takes like 0 damage from it, because it's a Ludicolo. So that's, I mean, not going good at all for me right now. Kind of bad, to be honest. He's outthinking me a lot, but thanks to my rocks, I'm at least gaining something from all these switches. He's not, since he doesn't have rocks up. So that flinch in the beginning where he didn't get spikes up kind of mattered a lot, to be honest. He goes for the energy balls. I send in Elrond because he's also a special wall. I use him as wish support mainly on this team. Wish and heal bell, since I have two guys that pack the rest. Octomon packs the rest without sleep talk, actually. Packs rest and rapid spin. Just because I only use it on this team. Or on the Sandstorm teams, rather. And I always have Clefable on the same team, so I go for the Wish now, wanting to pass it, because I know I can live a Surf in the Sandstorm with Tyranitar, because it's that good of a special defense, to be honest. So I'm thinking, I know I can live a Surf, and I'm not thinking he's got Hydro Pump because he's got the Rain Dish. But he does pack Hydro Pump, so I'm like, no. I'm really not sure what's gonna happen. I go, and I live on 5 HP. So, that is massive right there, because Tyranitar is gonna play a huge part in the game to come. And had I died there, he probably would have gotten the game already, just sweeped me straight through with that Ludicolo. Yeah. So, I'm really thinking through here. I'm thinking I'm just going to go for Crunch because I hate that Ludicolo at the moment. And I just want to get some damage. But I go for Rest, actually, in order to get back to full. Since I know Ludicolo can't touch Clefable, I can Wish Protect stall him forever. So I am going to be able to get off a heal bell. But look at this, he was close to dying. He was like at like a third health. But now he's almost back to full because of that Rain Dish. It's really annoying. So I go into Elrond just to get the heal bell off. He goes for Leechy. Doesn't matter because Elrond is Elrond, and Elrond has got Magic Guard because he's an elf. A female elf, actually. But that's because I breed, so I have to take them with whatever sex they are. Of course, I could have named it Arwen or something. But Arwen's hot, and the Clefable's really not hot, so he's going to go into his Electivire. I'm just going to go straight for the heal bell because I don't want to risk not getting it off by doing a wish first. So I wake up my T-Tar, who's now at full health. But I'm thinking, I know he's not choiced, but I'm going to go for Protect anyway. I don't really know why. I think I was still thinking he was choiced because I missed the life orb damage last time. So he goes for a low kick, so now I know his entire moveset. So I'm going to go into Octomom because I resist all moves but Quick Attack. And Quick Attack can't do shit anyways because it's 40 power. So he goes for the EQ as I switch. It misses, obviously. He goes for the T-Punch, over-predicting me there. And I just go for the safe Earth Power, which takes him out. So finally, I win a prediction. Because I was thinking about going into Fori. Or possibly T-Tar, but no. I just went... Oh, that was nice. That was really nice. I just went for the safe move and I won on. So,
His Gallade comes in. I do not really fear this Gallade because I know it's a focus puncher, it's a sub puncher, so I'm just going to go for the Shadow Wall because it's super effective. It is going to be able to break subs, so he's not going to be able to touch me because he's got Psycho Cut and that doesn't do much. So he's going to be forced to switch here. And that is going to give me a chance to hit something else, I think, with Earth Power or Shadow Ball or whatever. I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball probably because not to overpredict. Octomom is very safe. She never tries to overpredict. Actually, it's like it because it doesn't have a sex, which is kind of weird. You can still breed with it. So Shadow Ball another turn on Ludicolo, thinking he's going to Rain Dance, but he Leech Seeds. So I don't know why I stayed in there. Wasn't much sense in doing that, to be honest. But he seeds me and is probably going to put up the Rain Dance now. This Ludicolo was like, it was basically that Ludicolo against my team the entire game. Because the rest of his team wasn't that good, but Ludicolo really was. Was kind of owning me. So Energy Ball hits 4-8 as he comes in, does nothing. It does like 1 HP, probably, after lefties. I'm not even sure if it does that. 2, actually. Ah, that's sad. So, I'm thinking, I need to get residual damage on this Ludicolo. So Toxic Spikes is the obvious choice. Because Toxic Spikes, yeah, is good. So now he brings in Magmortar again. I'm thinking he won't overpredict again and go for the Focus Blast because he failed miserably last time he overpredicted when I killed him, and he can't really afford me to get up 2 layers of Toxic Spikes. So I'm going to Octomom actually. That wasn't what I meant to do, but he killed me because of crit. I would have lived 1, and since he would have been locked into Fire Blast, I would have switched into T-Tar. So that was kind of bad, to be honest. It really did matter, that crit, because I would have lived and I would have switched into T-Tar and still have my Optimum with me. Doesn't matter too much though, since Claydol basically can't take out any of the guys he's got left anyway, except for Magmortar, but he's got that low HP, so he's gonna die basically from Stealth Rocks and the Toxic Spikes. So I go for a Curse on his switch. He sends in a Shuckle, and I'm not sure. Maybe he expected this to be my choice specs T-Tar. It actually isn't. It's the first T-Tar I made. I've used him like 10 times, but this was the first time that I actually got off a curse. I've never been able to do that. So again, I win a prediction because I predict him to go for the Encore. That's why I didn't curse up again. Just went for Crunch because I know that in the Sandstorm, in my Sandstorm, Shuckle can be a pain if I don't take him out fast. But I managed to do that with 2 straight crunches, and he really doesn't dare to bring in something else on a crunch. So he sends in his Magmortar. I know that thing is going to die pretty darn soon after this. So right here I could have used my Claydol for Death Fodder. Now I have to stay in and take a Focus Blast to the face, which is not too nice, to be honest. Not too nice at all, but I know I'm going to live it, since I've done it once already. And I actually live it with more this time. Took like 30 damage less now, so I live it and I kill his Magmortar. Tyranitar going on a little mid-game cleanup here. Not really a sweep, but cleanup. That's what I call it. He sends in his Ludicolo. I'm like, ah, crap. But I know Poison is going to wear him down. So that is nice. He goes for Rain Dance, and then I realize Poison is not going to wear him down. Because Poison is going to do exactly the same as he gets back from lefties and his rain thing, rain dish, and Poison is after those other 2. So if Poison been before those 2, he would have been dead now. Or if I had got like 1 HP more damage with that crunch. But now he lives with something like 1 HP. And I'm gonna switch out here. I'm gonna go into Spin out because I know I can take 1 attack and I can switch back in to Tyranitar and he will die from the Sandstorm because he won't get his healing then. But he goes to the Hydro Pumps, and I know I live it. I live it quite nicely, to be honest. I didn't think I'd live it that good, even though I have max special defense. Fortress doesn't have a really good special defense base, to be honest. So I thought it would do more, but it is a solid 2-hit KO, so I'm obviously forced to switch out. That was my plan all along, so I go into Tyranitar, get the Sandstorm up. He predicts that very nicely and goes for the Rain Dance. So had I stayed in there and gone for like the Rapid Spin, I would have killed him. But again, out predicting me. Some really nice predictions in this game so far, and he stays alive with that like 4 or 5 HP down there. So that is kind of annoying. And now I'm gonna have to fodder out another Pokemon in order to get him to finally die. So I go into Elrond, not really foddering out because Hydro Pump does like nothing. It doesn't even do half in the rain. So I'm not really foddering anything. And I'm thinking he's gonna think I'm gonna go back into T-Tar again. So he's gonna go for the Rain Dance, but he doesn't. I think he just goes Hydro Pump, but he misses. Finally he gets the miss. Doesn't matter too much since I did wish I could just have protected up to health again. But still mattered a little bit because it would have taken more time for me to kill him. Now I'm just gonna go for the Fire Blast all out on the first turn here and take him out. Otherwise I would have to wait before I could do that. But he goes for Hydro Pump again, hits me, doesn't matter, brings me down to around the third. So a Fire Blast is going to finish off Ludicolo finally, and yeah, that thing is finally out of the way. Get my wish, which is nice to get the wish when he dies, because that means I'm basically full health when he sends in, I think, his last poke. I'm not sure, he might have 2 left. No, he probably has more. No, he only have 1 left. So he's got his Gallade left, who is poisoned and takes damage from Sandstorm every turn, so the poison damage is going to wear on him. He's going to go for the Focus Punch. I switch into Tyranitar. So that is a very, very nice prediction from his part, going for that Focus Punch, because it's going to be a solid 1-hit KO on my Tyranitar. Would have been from full health, to be honest. And yeah, he's going to bring T-Tar down. Doesn't really matter too much, to be honest, because he takes a lot of damage now, and I have enough pokes to basically fodder out everyone and he'll still die. So this is basically a good game. I'm gonna send in my last poke, my Ogre 2, and he's just gonna go all out. He's gonna go for the Focus Punch, predicting my taunt. I'm gonna go for the knockoff, and he's going to die from the hazards this turn. So good game, vich. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Please comment on the narration style. Really want to see if you guys enjoyed this or the standard one better. So rate, comment, sub, and I will see you next time. Bye.